Recently, the 1.2 million people who follow one of the most famous chart analysts in the world of cryptocurrencies called XRP the moron trade. He did say that XRP was a stupid trade. XRP has also been something he has felt badly about in the past. Because of this, you might be surprised to learn that I agree with him when he says that XRP is the stupid trade. I agree with him in more than one way. Raoul Pal, a former executive at Goldman Sachs, is the person you see on your computer. Besides starting and running Real Vision and Global Macro Investor and being their CEO, he is also one of the smartest people in the Bitcoin space. I think it's been about 5 years since I first liked him. I've talked a lot on this channel about how Bitcoin and all other crypto assets follow Global M. It's because of him that I fully understand what's going on and what it all means. That person on your TV helped you understand him. He's also right. In many important ways, you're right. That does not mean, though, that he is always right. He's right about a lot of important things, but not all of them, not a single one. I'm not either. Besides that, he has taught more people than almost anyone else in the field about some basic topics. And if you want to make a lot of money with coins, you need to know these things so that everyone can understand how interesting Raoul Pal's experience with XRP is. I want to bring this up right now. This was the first thing I talked about last August 21st. How much did XRP cost back then? Maybe a little less than 50 cents or maybe a little more. That cost a lot less back then than it does now. The headline said that Raoul Pal said XRP fans are being led astray by a cult-like mindset. At the time, Raoul Pal said this, but it's clear that it's no longer true. But as I said before, no one is always right. What he said in a film that he made is written down here. He said, you could be right. You might always love XRP. Today, XRP is acting like it was in a bull market 2 years ago. Please move on to whatever is getting the most attention. I understand how scared you are. It will be a big one this time. There will be a lot of alerts to help you get back in. You'll miss the bull market, though, because you're stuck in the past. There are lots of people in the area. It's bad to be a part of a cult. That being said, I don't want to be abused online. Our job is to be hired as freelancers. We're not a group. We're here to make money. Cults only make money for the people who run them. People might get angry if I use words like Cardano, XRP, and so on. Hope isn't something you can buy. I really hope you're right, though. It's clear that remark didn't hold up over time, and it got old like sour milk. Yes, we all know it's true. I believe he went too far when he called it a cult mentality. A great many smart people backed XRP for very important and simple reasons. There are dangerous Bitcoin maximalists out there, so if you're going to use the word cult, you should have meant them. It's only fair to call them a cult in the Bitcoin world. The real group mentality is not an XRP, but they are. People don't put money into XRP out of religious or cult-like beliefs. They do it because it's a good investment chance. There are only regular investors interested. The Bitcoin maximalists are to blame for any cult-like behavior you talk about. That seemed like a lot. Furthermore, I was shocked when he said, and I quote, that you will get assigned to reinvest if XRP starts to move. I thought, my God, that sounds like something newbies do. He's also not a beginner. You want to make sure you have exposure and can handle the highs and lows. I believe that the best way to handle money is to simply buy things and do nothing else. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm not telling anyone to buy or sell. But I thought the best thing to do was to buy and hold. After buying things, I didn't do anything for years. Those assets are now worth a lot more than what I put into them in the beginning. And that was before the present happy bull run. I've never been more excited to own XRP and be a part of the cryptocurrency space. Because of this, I was surprised by what he said earlier. As you might expect from a guy of his stature, he was humble about the rise in XRP, which was admirable. He admitted that he was wrong. The headline says, Raoul Pal admits he was wrong about XRP and celebrates 400% growth. In a clear post on X, which used to be Twitter, he said, "You were right, I was wrong." He has been in favor of XRP ever since. Because of this, what I saw in a post this morning by Ripple Van Winkle, a member of the XRP community, shocked me. Ripple Van Winkle said, "I have never seen someone change their mind so much about a single asset. XRP is now being called the moron trade by Raoul Pal." I really thought that was interesting. After the start of XRP's rise in December, Raoul Pal finally admitted that he was wrong. In a number of reports I saw from him in 2025, he said that XRP could go up a lot from here. Does he now call it the moron trade? So I watched the movie and took notes on some of the important parts. In fact, this is what he said. The token prices for XRP, Doge, and Cardano are all very low, so people will buy them whether you like it or not. I didn't transcribe the part of the text where he talked about things that had nothing to do with this conversation. As you can see, the idiot trade is always a good one. Just buy the cheapest item in the top 10. Let me show you how to do it. That's when individual buyers start to put money into the market. What do they look at? Coins are new to you. Hey there, welcome to the world of cryptocurrencies. Oh my God, Bitcoin costs $116,000 now. I don't have the money for that. Ethereum costs a lot of money. Oh, XRP costs $3. I'd like a little of that. You know what happens? Because we've all been through it. That's exactly what he said. The following is my answer to that. I told Ripple Van Winkle that Raoul Pal did not flip-flop, and he was talking about how cheaper tokens options are more appealing to people who are new to buying cryptocurrencies. I totally agree with him on that. It was called the Moron trade by him. He made it very clear that he wasn't talking about regular people who own XRP. I don't know about you, but I'm thrilled about how little XRP costs each unit. This is my point of view too. A lot of new buyers will likely not know what they're doing, that's for sure. They want to get a lot of a certain coin. And because there are so many XRP units available, they can get a lot more of them than with other useful assets. That's really cool. If anything, this desire will make XRP more expensive, but how much will remain unknown. It's unclear whether the rise will be small or large. The good thing is that we gain when shopping FOMO sets in. That doesn't have anything wrong with it. As I will show later, Bitcoin fans are actually jealous of that.